Okay, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can be able to change the title and make it have some sort of style. Also, I'm going to position this section over here and also have this box, this little paragraph here, turn into a box. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I want to change this specific title and make it have, style up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is left click in this specific section. So I'm left click the cursor, all right? And that when I'm left clicking, which it means that I'm going to put my finger on the left button of the mouse. So once I click on the left button on the mouse, I'm going to drag my mouse towards the left, okay? And make sure you hold the button of the mouse while you're dragging. Okay, once I'm doing that, I let go of that mouse. Okay, so once I let go of that mouse, this section becomes what is called highlighted. That indicates that this particular text is selected. So what I'm going to do is go into home, and once I go into home, it gives me a lot of options. It gives me clipboard, it gives me fonts, it gives me the paragraph, and also gives me the styles. But what I want to do is style up the fonts section. Okay, font of the text. So what I'm going to do is go into bold. And when I go into bold, I'm going to left click. Remember, left click the bold using the left button. And I'm going to tap that left button and let go of the left button, and it gives me this result. All right, I wanted to make this one to be to have a little, make it italic. So I go to the eye icon. Once I go to the eye icon, I left click that eye icon and let it go. Let go of that, and the text changes to an italic looking text. Okay, so I would like to also make it underline. All right, so once I underline it, once again I go into the section, underline section, and I make it underline. So now mind you that you can be able to underline. Underline has different options. That's why this arrow is there. You can underline it like this, you can underline it like that, you can underline it in different ways. But I would say I like to underline uh, with the single normal looking underline. So I let it go like that. All right. Now I would like this particular text to be centered. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to the paragraph section. Once I go to the paragraph section, it gives me options of align text. It gives me centered. It gives me align text right. It also gives me justify. But I would like this thing to be centered. So when I click on centered, I left click on centered, and there you go. All right, my text is in the middle. Now, now it's still highlighted. I still want this text to have a little bit of color. I don't want it to be black anymore. So you still leave this alone. You're still going to go into the font color section, which is over here, which is the A icon, and click on that specific button. So once you click on that specific button, it gives you options of colors. Okay, gives you white, black, gives you all different types of colors. And as my mouse is dragged on each color, it changes. So let's see. I want to change this into an orange. All right. So while you're actually on here, you have your button. You make sure that you are putting your finger on the left button and you're holding on to it. Don't let it go. Because if you let go, then it wouldn't be selected. So make sure you put your left finger or your whatever finger that you hold in your left button on that specific section. Excuse me. Okay. So once it's selected, I'll let it go, and voila, there it is. Okay. Now I would like this particular text to have a different size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight it. Once again, when I highlight it, I'm going to put my cursor over here, and I'm going to left click, hold the left button, left click button, and I'm going to drag it towards my left. Okay, once I drag it towards my left, I'll let go of that button. Once I let go of that button, that tells that it's indicating that it's selected. And I'm going to go into this section here, which is the font size section. Okay, and the font size section, what it does is that it gives you a particular size of whatever font you want it to be. Okay, so for instance, I click on this yellow section here. I'll left click it. Once I left click it, it gives me options of numbers. The higher the number is, the bigger the text is. The smaller the number is, the smaller my text is. Okay, so I want my text size to be a size 12. So remember, I'm still holding on to the left button, and I'm putting my cursor on 12. Okay, there it is. If you're not interested in this particular size, remember, you can always go back, go into the left click that button, and hold on to the button and drag it until you get to the particular size and let it go. Same thing. All right, left click and drag your mouse to whatever size, but I would like to keep it 12, so I want to keep it 12. Okay, now remember, this is still highlighted because once it's off this section or whatever section here is automatically highlighted. All right, so what I'm going to do is put this particular text on this side over here. So what I'm going to do is go into the Align Text Right section, and I'll click that. All right, I'll left click this particular section, and there you go. Now to deselect it or unselect it, just click anywhere around the page, and anywhere, okay, and everything is deselected. All right, so my next step is to have this thing in a box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is highlight this particular section. Remember, left click, hold on to the mouse, and drag it. Okay, you drag it like that. Once you drag it and hold on to the mouse or let it go, you are able to have this thing highlighted, just like that. Okay, and let go of the mouse in any particular section, as long as it's not around the blue shaded area. So now that my paragraph is shaded, I would like it to turn into a box. So what I'm going to do is go into the outside borders or the borders section. And once I click on the borders section, I will go into this arrow. And it gives me options. I could get different options: border, bottom border, top border, left border. But I like it to have a box. So as you can see over here, it looks like a box. The outside border section, I will drag it, go on it, and let let it go, let the button go, and there we go. Okay, and mind you that this is still selected, but I would like to add some color in this box. So what I want to do is go into this paint bucket little section there, little icon over here. Click on the specific arrow and look for any particular color. So as you select any color, remember, you're still sliding your mouse and you're left clicking it. You hold on to your finger still on the left button, excuse me. You see different options. I'm dragging on to see any particular color. I have black, I have blue, I have purple, but I like it to be, let's say, aqua, or what the case may be. So I'll make it aqua blue, or aqua, accent 5 lighter, 60%, and let go of my mouse, and there we are. Okay, and I'll not click anywhere to deselect the particular section. So here we are. We have this, and this being changed.